Welcome to the next episode of Dental Things, where we're going to be going over wire ligatures or elastic ligatures to hold down an arch wire for braces. As it comes to elastic ligatures, we're going to usually have them come off of these little sticks, where we'll go and take a bite out of it a little bit, keeping the ring that's inside exposed with our orthodontic pliers. We're going to start with taking the ligature, wrap it around all four posts in a circular type of motion, click your ortho pliers to release, and move on to the next one. Moving on to figure 8 ligatures, we're going to grab our ligature tie, and we're going to start by lacing it around one post, moseying it over to the second, and instead of going over the third, we're going to tuck one behind and leave the other part of the band going over the fourth post to create that figure 8 shape. Snag one post and go over 1 and 2, tuck it under the third post as you go over, and then go over the fourth post to create the figure 8. Removing the ligatures with a scaler or an explorer is fairly easy, accumulating all the ligatures on the neck of the instrument. The next form of tying down our arch wire is going to be with the use of a power chain, which is just an elastic ligature, just a bunch of them chained together. For the power chain, you're going to go and link it onto the teeth that Doc mentioned so that we can put extra tension and pull onto them. A power chain may also be linked to a TAD or a temporary anchorage device to facilitate movement in certain directions for teeth that we might want to expose, such as canines, or alternative pulls and pressures that we want to apply to the teeth. As it comes to removing the power chain, just as before with the elastic ligature, go and take a scaler and remove the first one, and it's a simple up and down movement so it seesaws off of the brackets. Be sure not to put too much tension on the brackets so we don't pop off a bracket or put too much unnecessary force on the patient. Next, we have our wire ties. By simply putting a bend at the edge, that'll help us to go and wrap it around the posts of the bracket, which then we can go and take our orthodontic pliers and start twisting with a gentle pulling pressure until it is taut and secure around the bracket posts, holding the arch wire down. From here, we can go and then take our wire cutters to cut about 2 to 3 millimeters off so that we can go and gently tuck that around the wire. Using a wire director or an instrument of your choosing, go ahead and bend that around the back of the arch wire. Always remember to check the tuck that you just did with your gloved finger to make sure the patient's lip doesn't get caught. Another tuck that can happen is if we tuck it around the bracket post that we tied around earlier, and make sure to always check that if there's any pokes. To remove, all we have to do is untuck, unwind, or we can go and untuck and cut at any of the little exposed wires of this wire tie. Now that we have our arch wire ligated or tied down with our wire ties or our elastic, and we feel for the arch wire that sticks out past that last tooth that it passes through the band. Taking our distal end cutters, we will maneuver ourselves towards that wire, give it a clip, hold it, and then remove it from the oral cavity. Check the leftover arch wire to make sure it doesn't poke your patient's cheek. Thank you for reaching the end of the video. Check out other videos like how to polish, seal, or even my interactive dental amalgams video. Apart from that, take it easy and have a good one.